My phone was stolen some months ago by a student in my office. Now, I confronted his parents, and when I did, their response was very bizarre. Like, the mother was like, I know my son very well. He can't do. Now, like, she was like, my son can do this, can do that, but stealing, he can't steal. Now, by the way, before this time, this same boy had done certain, in fact, he had exhibited these tendencies several times with glaring evidences that he did steal my phone. But that apart, now something else happened yesterday, still a student, and when the parent got to hear about it, the same response that I know my daughter, I trained my child very well. Your child came home lying about what never happened. And now I'm trying to understand, is it that parents are so blind to children's misbehavior, or that they are trying to protect their name, that something bad will happen, and instead of you trying to find out if your child actually did this, you are trying to be defensive, you're trying to protect that child? Because one of these days, you parents that are very irresponsible, you will go and swear or take an oath for your child, and you will die in the process. Now, as children, I was once a child, there are things I have done, there are things I have really done, there are places I have gone to that my parents never knew I went to. There are places that, in fact, there are things that if I tell my parents I did this thing, they will shout. They'll be like, how? Like, I don't look it. So it's not about how the child behaves at home. Do you know his peer? Do you know his friends? Do you know where he are? Do you know? Sometimes your child's peer, his friends, you the greater pressure on him than you even do, and have influence on him than you do. Sometimes even your child's teacher know you better than know your child much more than you think you do. So a child can come home and be the good boy, but outside he's a lion. He's the king of the streets. So your parents should just, I don't know, just have sense. These days it's as though when you correct a child or discipline a child that is wrong, the parents tend to, and that's why I can